Hello my friends, welcome back to Mixology Hacks. Yes, Mixology Hacks, no Mixology Art anymore. Sadly, I had to remove the name. And the reason is a very good reason, I'll say. There's a company, exists, Mixology Art, with lots of followers, with lots of hard work putting behind the name, and they contact me and of course, being very nice and politely asked me to change the name because of copyright reasons, which it's absolutely fine with me. I didn't know, I wasn't aware. Never thought I'm gonna, have somebody in trouble, or I'm being in trouble for this. So I had to change it. I was thinking what to put, and of course it's all about the mixology. It's all about the ingredients which we create to create a wonderful cocktails. So we have to live as mixology. But hey, that's where the name came, Mixology Hacks, and that's what it's gonna be from now on. If you watch some of the previous videos, ignore the mixology art. I mean, it's still art, but we can't call it like that anymore because of legal reasons. Now, if you're new to the channel, if you just stumbled to the channel, stick around because today we're making a wonderful, sustainable serving lavender poached pears, which you can use as a garnish or maybe just a snack. But we are more interested in the leftover or the actual water which we're cooking and creating the poached pears, because this is going to be our lavender pear syrup, which you can use in the summertime with lovely cocktails or just on its own, or just pour a little in your favorite gin and tonic. Why not? It's all fantastic, easy to make, 100% sustainable. And without further ado, without talking too much, let's get the ingredients for this lavender poached pear and the lavender pear syrup. Okay, my lovely friends, there you go. Everything you need to create this fantastic lavender poached pear, which you can use as a garnish or you can use as a snack. And of course, the most important for this video is the lavender pear syrup, which is going to be created in the same time when we do the poached pears. All you need is 2 lemons, which is going to be squeezed for the juice. And of course, you can keep the zest to create oleo sacrum, which I've already did on this channel, so you can refer to this video. But along the line, I will remind you again. Then you need 4 ripe pears, you need 500 milliliters of water, 200 grams of white castor sugar. Preferably use white castor sugar. It's more fine, easy to dissolve. It's better when you're creating syrups. Then you need 1 tablespoon of any honey. I'm going to be using acacia honey today, but of course you can use any honey you have available. You need some dry lavender. Preferably get dry so you can store it for longer and you can create extra batches of the syrup, or maybe experiment in different syrups combining lavender with different ingredients. And finally, you need some thyme. No, not thyme, like a thyme, okay, herb. So if you use fresh thyme, you use 1 sprig. If you use dry, like I do in this recipe, just 1/2 of a teaspoon. So if you're ready, let's start making the lavender poached pears and create this beautiful, tasty syrup. So first things first, okay? We need to get our water up to boil. But while we're doing the lemon juice, we can start with the water. So put the water in your stove. You need like a medium pan. Put the 500 milliliter of water to start boiling. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want to keep the lemon zest from the lemon and put on the side to create a little bit of oleo sacrum, you can zest the lemon in advance and you can mix it with the sugar and create your oleo sacrum. So you can watch my video on oleo sacrum and you see the perfect procedure to make oleo sacrum. Okay, in my case, I'm gonna squeeze 1 of the lemon and I'm gonna peel the other one because I want to add this lemon zest to the actual poached pears and to the syrup, but it will be on the very end after I remove the pears from the syrup. So I have here just 1 of the lemon zest. It's enough for me. I'm just gonna put it on the side. And first, I'm gonna squeeze the lemons. So you need 2 good lemons, fully, you need to squeeze the juice from them. So I'm just gonna put on the side. It's a little bit tight today, but hey, and there you go. Don't put the zest of the 2 lemons because it may become a really zesty, the syrup. You want to have your wonderful pear and lavender taste in the syrup after, okay? So this is 2 lemons. It gives me around 100 ml. which is absolutely fine. So add to the water. Make sure no seeds going inside, you just need the juice, okay? Right, perfect. We are done with this, can go on the side. And of course, add the 200 grams of sugar. Just leave it to work on the side to start dissolving and of course melting. So next, very important, you gotta get your pears ready. So the pears needs to be peeled and obviously clean. So first you're gonna peel the pear. I'm just showing you one and then I'm gonna jump straight away to the final 4 pears when they're ready. So if you want to keep these peels to create something with them, absolutely fine. Today it's not the video idea, so I will just put them away in the wastage. Cut the top of the pear. So you need to only half the pear and clean the inside. You don't want any of the seeds, you just want clear pear. So just remove the seeds from inside. If you have one of these metal spoons in the kitchen, which can kind of peel from inside the seeds, use it. If not, just the knife, it's enough. So that's all you need to do. Okay? Clean the other half. And do exactly the same with the rest of the pears. So I will clean them and I'll be back with you. Okay, I'm on the last pear here and we're ready to start poaching the pears. But before that, you have to add to the mix your honey and the thyme and the lavender. So, as I mentioned, a tablespoon of honey, the water is nearly ready. It starts slowly going to the boiling point where you have to go down, lower the temperature because we're gonna poach the pear gently for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. There you go, the honey is ready here. Now lavender, you need 1 teaspoon. Make sure, if you like more lavender taste, you can add more, but be careful because the dry lavender, it's quite strong, yeah? 1 teaspoon, it's more than enough. But if you like really, if you're a big fan of lavender, feel free to go a little bit more. Again, be really careful. And finally, thyme. The thyme is gonna bring some earthiness to the syrup and to the poached pears. It's gonna lower down a little bit the kind of the overall feeling of sweetness. And it's very good. It's pairing wonderful with pears. Just a half of a teaspoon. And again, I'm gonna remind you, if you use fresh thyme, make sure you use 1 sprig. You can just drop it in. And that's it. Now, all you need to do is mix all together nicely. And we have the pears ready, all poached, all clean. So just drop them inside and let this go on the medium heat for around 10 minutes. Gently simmer for 10 minutes, okay? I'm gonna clear up in this time and I'll be back after we're ready to strain our syrup. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, my friends, and this smells absolutely delicious. So now all you need to do is switch off your stove and it's time for us to get these pears out and let the syrup cool down. So first of all, we're gonna remove from the stove. I will put this away. I don't want any accidents here. So there you go. Let me just put it on the towel. Now the pears is gonna have a little bit, some bits of the lavender and of course the thyme because we're using both dry. But don't worry about this, you can always clean it after. So put your pears on the side, let them cool down. Then you can put them in your fridge in like a glass container or any sealable container and they'll stay for pretty much, last time I made this, they stay for a week. That was absolutely delicious. First of all, I use them as a garnish for one of my cocktails, which is called Una Pera Cotta, and I'll leave link in the description so you can check on Just Shake or Stir if you want to recreate this cocktail, which is based on Italicus. It's wonderful. One of the pear is broke here, which is gonna be perfect snack. Okay, so there you go, the pears is ready. I will just leave it on the side because, as I mentioned, you can use them as a garnish or you can use them pretty much as a snack, and if you have kids, they're gonna love them. Okay, so this is the pears here. Now the syrup, what you can do, you can leave it on the side to, of course, cool down slowly, and then you can bottle it. But you remember the zest which I did in the beginning, so I will just put it inside. What I want, it's no cooking, I just want to release a little bit of the lemon zest inside. It needs really like a few seconds just to release the zest, and we're gonna cool this a little bit quicker. If you have the ability to do it, like I'll show you now, you can do it. So let me move these pears. There you go, you can do it on an ice bath. If you have the equipment which is in front of me, all you need is a one bowl with a cold water and ice, and then a proper like a metal bowl, definitely, and more kind of a recommended is to be like stainless steel, because you don't want the hot syrup to go against the glass because it's gonna crack straight away. You want to be like that in a stainless steel container. Let me just, oh, it smells delicious. I can already feel the lemon, so I'm ready. And I'm just gonna transfer my syrup inside, just to give it a little cool down. There you go. Get this pot away. We don't need it now. Perfect. Right, a little stirring. This is gonna cool down. Leave it for about 5-10 minutes just to cool down, to melt the ice, and we'll be ready for bottling. Okay, my friends, the syrup, it's cooled down. It's literally take less than 5 minutes because we have lots of ice. It's a stainless steel container. Straight away put down the heat. It's absolutely fantastic. So what you need to do is grab your lemon zest, take it out, just discard it on the side. I will use the pot from earlier. There you go. Perfect. Now, when it comes to bottling, just a quick suggestions. If you ever use Monkey 47, keep the bottle. It's fantastic for syrups. If not, just get yourself some of these lovely bottles to keep your syrups nice and easy to keep in the fridge, because it's gonna stay for about maybe a week, maybe 2. But if you want to stay for 2 weeks, you need to drop a little bit of brandy or maybe 10 ml of vodka inside, just to kind of extend the life of the syrup. Okay, if you just want it as it is, natural, without any spirit inside, just a week, it'll be absolutely fine. So again, if you use ever any small bottles, Monkey 47 or anything, just keep the bottles. It's fantastic for bottling your syrups. Okay, so just for the purpose of this video, we're gonna bottle it in the clear bottle. So get a funnel, get a fine strainer, anything you have in your home bar, and just strain your syrup. Now I have more syrup than this bottle is gonna hold, but as I mentioned, just for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna bottle here, and generally I will bottle it in my Monkey 47 bottle, which I could remove after. Now, just because I use dry thyme, a few of the thyme bits can drop inside in the syrup. If you want it to be completely without any of the herbs or any of the lavender inside or thyme, you can use as well a coffee filter. But I'm literally not very much bothered about like a few bits coming from the thyme, so it's absolutely fine. Now the Monkey 47, it's 500 ml, so I have pretty much full bottle, and this is I think around 300. So as you can see, with the sugar, with the water, with the honey, with the juice of the pear released, you're going to increase the volume of your syrup. A quick suggestions here: if you want your syrup to be more thick and more rich, you can add extra sugar, or you can keep boiling until you reduce in half, and you're gonna have more thick tincture as a syrup. For me, that's perfect because I use it with aperitivos and lighter cocktails, so it's absolutely enough just to bring this lavender and pear flavor to the drink. We'll put this on the side. And there you go, my friends. How easy it is to create a fully sustainable syrup and a garnish from the pears and have a wonderful tasting a poached pear in lavender with a little bit of earthness coming from the thyme and zest from the lemon, and just very well balanced sweetness. Okay, my lovely friends, this is it for me today. So I hope you enjoyed this little video of sustainable serving, how to create a delicious lavender poached pear as a garnish or as a snack, and of course use the water or the leftover, the cooking water or syrup which you create to use in a cocktails. Again, for a good idea, check my cocktail channel, Just Shake or Stir, and look for the Una Pera Cotta, the cocktail based on Italicus, which is fantastic for the summertime with this pear and lavender, because the Italicus also have lavender inside. Now, I need to mention, if you're new to the channel here, if you just pop in, thank you for watching. I hope you like what you see. If you do, hit this like button because YouTube like it and I love it. And of course, consider to subscribe, hit the notification bell, because Mixology Hacks, it's continue, and we're gonna create a lots of good stuff behind the scene, behind the actual cocktail ingredients which you can use in your home bar or in your professional bar career. So it's always good to know a few tricks and hacks, okay? So enjoy yourself, go get some pears, get some lavender, start cooking, and leave me a comment. Get in the conversation. If you have any suggestions, or you want to see something, or you've been struggling with something and you don't know how to create it, just leave me a comment, okay? Let's have the conversation, let's get involved, and let's create some content which you're interested in, not just me, because it's all about you, my lovely friends, okay? For now, stay safe, and I'll see you next week with another Mixology hack. Bye-bye.